Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Warriors' playoff readiness will be put to the test in Game 4 against the Kings. After a brief absence, Draymond Green is set to rejoin the Warriors for Game 4 on Sunday. However, he may need some time to adjust to the team's new identity, as they have shown a renewed commitment to their potential in their dominant Game 3 win over the Kings in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. In Game 4, Draymond Green and Payton too will be joining a revitalized Warriors team that had to endure some tough blows to get there. Despite talking about the importance of focus and attention to detail leading up to Game 1, it wasn't until their Game 3 victory, fueled by their anger after being hit twice by the Kings and Draymond's unjust suspension, that they truly showed their potential. The Warriors' Game 3 win over the Kings was a result of their increased focus and attention to detail, which led to a 114-97 victory. Draymond Green commented on their performance, saying that they moved the ball well, made smart decisions, and didn't allow the Kings' pressure to affect them. Overall, they handled the game extremely well. The return of Draymond Green and Payton too for Game 4 will give the Warriors their most impactful defenders on the court. Their defensive effort in Game 3 was also impressive, as they held the Kings' regular rotation to under 100 points for only the third time in 85 games, while limiting them to 38% shooting, including 23.4% from beyond the arc. However, the Game 3 win was more of an offensive showcase for the Warriors rather than a defensive masterpiece. In the first two games of the series, the Kings were able to take advantage of the Warriors' sloppy play, scoring 41 points off of 37 turnovers. Transition dunks and three-pointers after live ball turnovers are easy buckets that the Kings capitalized on. However, Draymond Green stated that it was not the Warriors' offense that was the problem, but rather their turnovers and giving up offensive rebounds that hurt them. The Warriors made significant improvements in Game 3 by allowing only 13 offensive rebounds, leading to 12 second chance points for the Kings. Additionally, they limited their turnovers to just 12, resulting in only 7 points for Sacramento. This improvement was largely due to the Warriors respecting the basketball and making better decisions on the court. By doing so, they were able to force the Kings into more half-court actions, which is a primary goal for the defending champions. Coach Steve Kerr emphasized the importance of connecting the game together, particularly in terms of executing offensively, rebounding, and taking care of the ball, which sets up a more successful defense. He credited this approach as the biggest key to their Game 3 victory. While there were a few possessions when the Warriors got lost in transition, they were able to limit turnovers and force the Kings to play more in the half-court, which was a significant improvement from the first two games. Kerr acknowledged that both teams missed some three-point shots and that this is all part of the playoffs. The Warriors displayed a level of composure in Game 3, despite the high emotions of the playoffs. They were able to strike a balance between desperation and diligence, which was evident in their improved performance on both ends of the court. Coach Kerr acknowledged this, stating that they were able to do it in Game 3, and they can do it again in Game 4 if they want to win the series. It will require a consistent effort from the team. In addition to acknowledging the need for consistency, Coach Kerr also issued a warning to his team, specifically to Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, and Draymond Green. He emphasized the importance of these decision-makers being rock solid and avoiding the temptation to try all kinds of crazy stuff in Game 4. This indicates that while the team has shown improvement, they still need to maintain their focus and discipline to close out the series. Coach Kerr believes that if the Warriors can maintain their focus and discipline, there will be a lot of early timeouts called by the Kings in Game 4. This highlights the importance of consistency in their approach. With the return of Draymond Green and Payton too, the Warriors' defensive prowess should be further boosted, allowing them to demonstrate their earnestness in the game. Overall, Game 4 will serve as a measure of the Warriors' ability to maintain their newfound focus and defensive intensity, which will be crucial in determining their success in the playoffs. Factors that could determine the outcome of Game 4 between the Warriors and the Kings. There are several factors that could potentially determine the outcome of Game 4 between the Warriors and the Kings. Firstly, the Warriors' ability to maintain their improved defensive focus and intensity will be crucial. In Game 3, they limited the Kings to only 97 points, well below their season average, and reduced the number of second-chance points allowed. With Draymond Green and Payton 2 returning, the Warriors should have their most impactful defenders on the floor, which could make a big difference in limiting the Kings' offensive production. Secondly, the Warriors' ball security will be important. In the first 2 games, they were plagued by turnovers that the Kings capitalized on for easy buckets. However, in Game 3, the Warriors took care of the ball much better, committing only 12 turnovers and limiting the Kings' transition opportunities. If the Warriors can continue to limit their turnovers and avoid giving up easy points, they will have a better chance of winning. Thirdly, the performance of the key players on both teams will be critical. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green will need to lead the way for the Warriors, while De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes, and Buddy Hield will need to step up for the Kings. If one team's star players outperform the other, that could make all the difference in determining the outcome of the game. Lastly, home court advantage could also be a factor. The game will be played in Golden State, giving the Warriors the support of their home crowd. If they can use that energy to their advantage and get off to a strong start, it could give them the momentum they need to secure a victory. In conclusion, the outcome of Game 4 will depend on a combination of factors, including defensive focus, ball security, player performance, and home court advantage. The team that can execute on these fronts will have a better chance of coming out on top.